Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to today's video. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please consider subscribing. Now let's get to it. This video, I actually went ahead and I installed a Catback exhaust system and I paired it with a new front pipe. I went ahead and purchased the MAPerformance 3-inch Catback system, and then I also paired it with the HKS dual resonated front pipe. I think the combination sounds phenomenal. The exhaust alone, excellent. I think that was a great purchase, probably the best sounding one I've heard on the BRZ so far. Something that it compares to, a lot of people usually pair it like a N1 from NVIDIA with their BRZ, but I just thought it was a little too raspy, a little too tinny sounding, and which is not to say it's a bad exhaust at all. It is good. I just preferred the sound of this one the best, and I really couldn't find much information about it on the internet, so I figured I'd go ahead and make a post. So this video is going to be 3 different sound clips. The first one is going to be the BRZ completely stock. The second one is going to be the BRZ with the Catback installed. And then the third clip will be the Catback along with the front pipe installed. And they're just going to be a few cold starts for you. And I think I throw in a rev in each video. I think like a 3,000 to 3,500 rev. And just to give you an idea of the sound and the volume, obviously that's why the stock one is there, because the stock is very quiet. When you're driving, you can't really hear the exhaust at all in the BRZ. All you can really hear in the cabin is the engine noise, which I know they have like a snorkel under the hood, so that kind of filters in a little bit more engine noise. But you can't hear the exhaust at all, even when you're stepping on it. Now, when I installed just the Catback, definitely big volume increase. I wouldn't say it was annoying or anything, but it's going to be personal preference there. I don't mind my car being really loud. Mind you, I don't want it to be annoyingly loud because we have neighbors here and I don't want to upset them, especially in the morning time getting up for work. But it's a great increase in volume. You can hear it in the cabin. There is a little bit of drone, but it's not bad at all. But it remains pretty tame, so you don't have to worry about excessive noise. It really only gets loud on a cold start and then when you're accelerating. So when you're giving it a little bit, then it opens it up. And then the final, to comment on the sound with the Catback and the front pipe, I didn't really notice too big of a volume increase. It was maybe just a little bit. But what it did do was it added more bass to the tone, which it already had a lot of bass frequency in my opinion, so it gave it even more of a rumble. And then when you step on the gas, then you really notice, okay, the front pipe is there. Sometimes you get a little bit of pops and crackles too, which was kind of cool. But yeah, no, the volume was great. Didn't make it much louder, but you know, if you do headers or anything like that, just keep that in mind. It's always about not just what you're doing now. If you want your car loud, Catback usually is a good sufficient amount of volume. But picking your Catback, I know, can be difficult. Like, I wanted to go for the best sounding one that I could. I know some people like to go with, you know, lightest weight, which a Tomei then, or any titanium Catback would be a really good choice. But as far as volume goes, just keep in mind and consider the fact that once you start doing additional mods to the exhaust, going all the way up and even replacing the headers or the joint pipe, which I don't think the joint pipe does very much. That's the joint pipe and the headers are the only thing left that I haven't touched, and I'll be doing those hopefully not anytime soon. I'm pretty satisfied with this setup, but in the future, because once you do that, then you have to throw on a tune if you're going to do headers, which I kind of want to wait a little bit, kind of just enjoy it as it is. But once you do that, once you do headers, you're going to get a major increase in volume. So just keep that in mind when shopping around for your exhaust, or if you're trying to plan ahead, or if you don't mind having to buy a different setup later on down the road if it's too loud for you. Just, you know, that's something that's going to be expected, is that huge volume increase from the header. I hope you enjoy the content, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.